So, where do you farm Hogyukus? Where's the best place to farm it? You might be wondering those questions if you're a new player, and I can understand that. Before I farmed this, well, one event in particular, I was relatively low on Hogyukus, Hogyuku Wills. I was low on EXP crystals. As you can see, I got nearly 300,000 large, almost 470,000 medium. Small ones only at 12,000, which would go by pretty quick because they don't provide that much of experience. Point is, those areas, like some certain events, I just farmed and went a crap ton deep on each one. Well, maybe not a crap ton. It feels like a long time because it's a lot of soul tickets, but the amount of orbs it costs, it wasn't really that worth that much. And as a new player, you probably won't even feel it, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. So we're gonna go with there's like two big options. I'll do the first one being the least like one I would focus on, especially as a new player, and then you have a second one which I think is a better focus for you as a new player. And there's other little tiny ways that you can build up some Hogyukus in the long run that are obviously not ideal, but if you need it really badly, then it's a substitute for what I have. So the first one you're going to need, there's a requirement. The bare minimum you're going to need to be in 7 seed for extreme co-op, because that's what it's called. As you can see up at the top here, like way up here, right below the leagues and overall, there's a bunch of numbers from 10 all the way to this 2 swords with these flames kind of going around it. That's a head captain, and the 10 is 10th seed. Every league lasts a week, so I mean, or every round lasts a week, whatever the heck you want to call it. So if you want to go from 10th seed to 9th seed, you got to wait a week, and you got to meet the threshold, doing the necessary amount of battles and having a certain amount of score and you got to be in like a certain percentage of the top. It's at the top, it's really easy to progress from 10th to 7th seed. The only requirement really is time. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So it's going to take you 3 weeks to go from 10th seed to 7th seed. 7th seed extreme co-op is not really worth farming at all. A lot of people do not recommend it. Maybe do enough runs to clear out the shop, but even I personally would not recommend doing that. There are better places to spend your orbs, in my opinion, and your soul tickets if you're going to actually spend orbs on that. So 3rd seat is the other round of extreme co-op where people do recommend farming it because you get editing brushes, which are better places to get editing brushes nowadays, although it's more limited than this, but honestly far more worth it. You're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. You're waiting nearly 2 months before you're able to actually farm this event, which for some people could be a pain. They might not want to wait that long. Well, if you're playing during this time, you can actually do an event that if you like, it's kind of a little bit challenging because they can still beat you. But I'd recommend if you're a new player to try and get 3 characters at level 200. Try and get some decent accessories on them. But it's this area right here. It's called the Brawl Quest. And the rewards on very hard. The one you want to farm is on very hard. You're gonna get large EXP crystals, potions, Hogyukus, Hogyuku Wills, evolution powders, evolution books. That which allows you to maintain your character. Like, for example, if you fuse 2 3-stars accessories, they'll turn into a 4-star and it'll be random. But if you put this little item in there when you're doing that, it will maintain the base item. So the first item you picked. Then you got editing brushes and you got a bunch of crystals. And droplets. So we're going to do one run really quick to show you what you can expect. Now, don't be surprised if one of your characters gets defeated or, dies or whatnot. It can happen at times. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to do auto. If you're actually playing this manually, you don't really have to worry about it as much because you can play smart. I mean, the AI is kind of a bit dumb at times, depending on what character you're using. So they can get themselves into situations where a player would not get themselves into as frequently. They might make that mistake a couple times early on, but eventually they're going to realize, okay, this spawns here. I got to move over here, to handle them a little bit easier. And if you have potion characters, like really good potions like this Yuryu, the 1,000-year Blood Warrior Yuryu, the new one, he is a +5 potion, super potion, and droplet character. This is a really good character for this area because he's going to be guaranteeing you at least 5 blue potions every single run. That's a bare minimum. Sometimes you get more than 5. And as you can see, I have that red character right below him. She's a +5 potion character that will give me 5 tech or green potions. And the one below that will give me 5 heart, which is purple potions. And so I'm guaranteed at least +15 potions right off the bat every single time. And I'll show you what it looks like at the end when we get all the rewards. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies. They spawn, and they do a decent amount of damage. They do like 200-300 damage on my characters per hit. Obviously, it depends if they have the advantage or not on how much damage they do. But let's take a look at the rewards. I did a ×10 run, so we're going to get 12 rewards shown for 12 soul tickets worth. So you can get a general idea what to expect. As you can see, you got 148,000 coins, so you're going to be getting a decent amount of coins from this as well, especially if you farm it heavily. Click. Now we were interested in down here. 3 Hogyukus and potions. So you're going to get potions and Hogyukus. This is what we want, as you know, if you're watching this video. This is what you're going to be paying attention to. But I thought I'd mention the other ones because, it's kind of helpful. You get EXP crystals as well. Large 17. I don't have any crystal links, I believe. Oh, here we go. 5 Hogyukus. 1. So that's like 8 Hogyukus right there. If we scroll down some more, we got 3 more. That's already over 10. That's 11. This is 14. This is 18. 19. 20. 24. 29. And on the 10 soul ticket, we got, I believe, it comes out to 30 on the dot, which is kind of odd. It's even, actually, but you get what I mean. So that's 30. Now, we obviously get 2 more runs because I have the $5 subscription that gives us 10 more soul tickets, maximum amount, and reduces the cooldown from 15 minutes per soul ticket recharge to 12 minutes. In addition, gives you 20% more rewards if you do a ×5 or a ×10 run. So let's check what the other ones were. How many we got there? Ooh, this one we didn't get any Hogyukus. What about this one? 4. So 34 Hogyukus is what we ended up with in that 1 ×10 run that gave us 12 rewards. And as you can see, you got 7, 7, 6, 5 of each on each one of those is from the potion characters. So that should tell you right there, this is a really good way to farm Hogyukus. And you're also getting a crap ton of large EXP crystals as well. 17, 14. Let's just say the average is 10 large EXP crystals, just to be on the low side. I don't think I've seen below 10 large EXP crystals. That means you're getting 120 plus large EXP crystals per ×10/12 run. So, yeah, that's going to help you with leveling your characters, evolving them, because you're going to be using Hogyukus on more than just evolving them from a 5 to 6 star character. I can't remember specifically where it is. I think, let me check. If you go to a character that ain't link slotted, go to confirm, let's go to upgrade, go to here. Is it here? I guess it ain't. I could have swore there was another spot that you ended up using. Is it here? Nope. Maybe it's the... Oh, I know where it is. I believe it's here, right? Ah, yep, here it is. So let's say if you wanted to go to +10, you obviously need all these other scrolls. But look, you're going to be needing 27 Hogyukus and 10 Hogyuku wills. So there are other places where you're going to end up spending your Hogyukus and Hogyuku wills in the long run. So do keep that in mind. There are more places to spend it. Now, in my opinion, that is the best place to farm not only the Hogyukus, but the Hogyuku Wills and the editing brushes. Large EXP crystals is a really good spot as well. So there's just so much good there. And you're also getting a decent amount of potions. There are other places, for example, if you do not have the Brawl Quest, because it comes out about every 3 months. The first time I looked it up, April 10th, 11th of 2022. Then it came out in mid-July of 2022. Now it's in October 7th to October 17th in 2022. The next probable time is probably going to be in January of 2023, probably followed by April 2023, and then mid-July of 2023, somewhere around there. So that should be the schedule. If you're not in one of those times, then you're going to want to probably do either the Extreme Co-op or go to here, go to quests, go to events, power up quests, and we're going to come down to here. As you can see, you got a Hogyuku drop rate times 5 for both the crystals and the jewels. Now you got the Hogyuku will drop. Now sometimes it doesn't always appear there, by the way, that Hogyuku will drop rate times 5. That might not always be there. It goes in different ways. I'll probably just focus on getting the crystals and jewels. Droplets are nice, but that's not going to get you the Hogyuku. It's just the will. So do keep that in mind. You might see that and you see the Hogyuku part. There's a difference between the Hogyuku and the Hogyuku will. And then you got over here the Hogyuku drop rate coins. I heard good things about this coins place now, where if you have a bunch of coins characters that you have linked and you go in here and do this, you can get like tens of millions of coins per times 10/12 run. So it could be worth doing that here. I haven't really tested it, so don't actually take my word for it. I just heard from other content creators that this is actually, you know, where they go sometimes if they're a little bit low on money. So I personally just get my coins from doing the point event. So I would probably focus on, like I said, one of these two areas or this area for Hogyukus. If you just don't have any and you aren't able to get into Extreme Co-op, you are not able to get into what do they call it? The Brawl Quest, because the Brawl Quest ain't there. Other potential areas that you can get them is from the exchange shops. Or if you go to here, it's the shop/summons, and you go to exchanges. The metal exchange, I believe. Actually, no. Don't use the metal exchange. Save your metal exchange coins from the Brave Battles and use it on these 5-star and 4-star characters, because each one of these will give you orbs. You're going to want the orbs more than you're going to want the Hogyukus. But there are other areas, like for example, Chronicle Quest. If we go down here, I believe each one will give you 3. Each part will give you 3 Hogyukus and Hogyuku Wills. So it's like 9 apiece for doing part 3, part 2, and part 1. Obviously, if you do not have a lot of the Chronicle Quest characters, it might not be worth it, honestly, the amount of soul tickets you would have to spend on there, but that is a potential method to get some Hogyukus, Hogyuku Wills. We can go down to the coin exchange, go down to materials. I personally already bought them already, but you can get some, where is it, did I pass it? Yeah, Hogyuku Wills and Hogyukus down here, and skill keys. So there are places that you can get them. You can also get them from orders. Every day you can get a Hogyuku by completing 1 brave battle. And if you do 2 brave battles, whether you win or lose, you're gonna get Hogyuku and 5 soul tickets, and then if you clear all the orders, you're gonna get 5 orbs a day. So there is that. And sometimes they will appear in the event tab over here. I'm not sure if there was one, because I did pretty much all the events except for complete the arena ones, which I probably will end up doing at some point, because if I do it times 1, I'm going to be getting 3 skill keys. If I do it times 3, I'm going to be getting 10 Brave Soul tickets. And if I finish the arena 5 times, 5 matches, which should take like 20 minutes, give or take, then I'll end up getting another 10 Spirit Orbs. So those are the various ways you can, you know, like here, if you go, I'm not sure, do they have them in here as well? No, it does not appear that they have them there. Okay. What about Senkaimon? Senkaimon, I probably would not say. I don't think they have them on here, which is probably a good thing. Nope. What about Raid? You got orbs, accessories. Nope. Okay. So, I just wanted to double check those. What about arena medals? I would not honestly put the... So yeah, if you were to spend 400 of these arena coins or medals on here, you can get 10. Honestly, not worth it with how long it takes to get some of these medals. It's not worth it. You'd be better off spending on other stuff. But yes, those are potential ways to get your Hogyukus and your Hogyuku wills. So I think that pretty much covers it. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. Hopefully I'll see it. Sometimes YouTube is a pain in the butt with showing me comments. Like, I'll go click on a video and be like, okay, no one left a comment yet. And I'll come back, you know, like a half hour later, or yeah, like a half hour later, and it'll say, oh, someone posted a comment 1 hour ago. And I'm like, well, I didn't see it then. And I see the timeline, like the time of how many hours ago or how long ago it was that they posted or left a comment. So YouTube must leave some of these comments initially as they look at them to see if maybe they're spam bots or something. I don't know why that is. So I might not see your comment right away, and it might not show up right away. And that is probably why. I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.